What's up, everybody? Earthborn, aka Bajan at Night here. I'm going to be taking you through my very own personal shoulder workout. Keep in mind that I am working through a lot of injuries right now. So in particular, I have it's called osteolysis. That's what the orthopedic surgeon told me in my right shoulder. But it gets inflamed very easily, which causes me to lose strength. But for quite some time now, I've been emphasizing a lot of rotator cuff warm-ups. This has been going on for probably a year, not the condition, but just focusing on warming up. So if you have any kind of shoulder impingement or you just operating with a lot of shoulder pain, pay close attention to this workout because I'm going to teach you how you can get a good pump, work on a little bit of strength training for the shoulders, but overall make sure you don't lose on any of your gains while working your way through whatever your injury or condition might be. So first thing we're going to do, we have our band set up to right around face height, a little bit closer. So I take most of my clients through this whenever we do an upper body session. We're going to grab the band in the palms, flip over, make the birdies, grab, and then pull tight. All right, now we got 15 face pulls. So we'll do these 15 real quick. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good squeeze, pull apart. 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. And then we're going to keep pulling the band apart and get these lats engaged. Bring the band down towards your waist. Another 15. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And honestly, I don't know if it's just hot in here, but I almost feel like I'm going to start sweating right now. Next thing you know, we adjust the band right around at elbow height. So I pop right up next to this cage, get it around the right height. And here's the key part. We're going to actually rotate outwards. So you're going to pin your elbow to your ribs, and then don't pull out. Push your knuckles away. And that's going to ensure that you don't do one of these while you're warming up. So we're going to push away, 12 reps. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, watch from the back. Targeting that rear delt, rear delt. All right, and then opposite went out. Now we're gonna pull in. We're gonna work right up in here. 6, 10, 11, 12. Front view, right up in here. Pin the elbow, 2, 3. Almost through the warm-up. So that was 4 movements so far, or 4 directions. Now we're gonna get the elbow perpendicular to the torso. We're gonna be working on this motion. So we take the band here, drive your knuckles up to the ceiling. 5, 6, 7's on the squeeze. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Other side. Get perpendicular. Now this isn't just for show. Every single upper body workout, I do this. So I'm doing this probably anywhere from 5 to 8 times per week, just depending on how I split my upper body training days. Some days I might get 1 training session, other days I might get 2, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon or evening. Right? So we went back, now we come over. Let's do this side here. Come forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now if you do this with the proper attention, you're going to get a pump right away, which is nice. You're getting pumped up before you even touch a single free weight or cable, whatever. All right, final movements. And I really found that this one helped me a lot when I was still bench pressing a lot, and it gave me a lot of shoulder stability. Just the knuckles up, punching the ceiling. Another 12 reps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it gives me a nice stretch on the front side while still strengthening everything on the backside too. All right, so here we are, folks, ready to actually start the workout. Now, I still consider this to be a bit of a warm-up because, as you can see here, I have a band, and we're gonna do a variation of a face pull. So instead of grabbing like a rope or even like another handle attachment, I'm gonna take this nice thicker blue band here and back it up. So I got 40 pounds of resistance on the machine, and I'm gonna do my face pulls here, okay? Just like this. So I'm trying to emphasize pulling back, flaring the elbows, and pushing my knuckles to the ceiling so I can target this rear delt, the rear compartment of the deltoid, all right? And then we're gonna have one more movement right over here. And this is probably a new one for some of you because it's a new one for me. I only started incorporating this movement into my training maybe 3 weeks ago. So I basically put my elbow onto a horizontal plane. I'm trying to move this way, and then I come across the body to target that rear delt. So as I'm moving horizontally, I'm trying to push my thumb out, and you can see probably fairly easily, it's targeting the rear delt right there, okay? Now, both of these movements, I post highlights of most of my workouts onto my Instagram page, so you can find a recap of this, this superset right here on my Instagram. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start with the banded face pulls, all right? And we're gonna do 20 reps. So today we got 20, 20, 15, 15 for the first part of the superset. And then here, it's just 4 sets of 15, all right? So it's high volume warm up. That's what I find I have to do these days to make sure I'm ready to push, a heavier shoulder press, and in general, just get a better pump into that rear compartment, all right? Let's go. So, breathing is key. Inhale, and then pull. Knuckles up. 9, 10, halfway. 11, 12, 13. Good stretch. 14, 15. 5 more. 16, 17. Knuckles up. 18, 19, 20. It's burning. All right, left side first. Coming in and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Already burning. 12, that's it. 13, 14, and 15. A lot of burn right there. Shoulder pumps are the worst. It feels like you can't relax at all because all the blood's in the neck region. But as you can see, I'm already getting a nice good pump. Had a lot of carbs and a lot of caffeine this morning, and some L-arginine and L-citrulline tablets. So I can expect myself to probably not be able to really move my arms at the end of this workout because there's gonna be so much blood in that region. All right, that was one set down. We have 3 more to go. 3 more. Now we're going to move into some seated dumbbell shoulder presses, supersetted with seated dumbbell lateral raises, and a final, it's going to be a triple set actually. And then we're going to do what are called, I'm going to call them posted because we're going to be kind of posted up right here. Posted lateral raises. So that's where you kind of lean in and then you raise the dumbbell. But we'll get to that, okay? Just know I made that, I coined it, posted lateral raises. So you got to find something to post up against. Again, it's kind of sad because I used to, jump right into like the 80s and 90s, but today we're just going to start with 60-pound dumbbells, 12 to 15 reps, trying to get a quality squeeze. But my shoulders feel good because I did that massive warm-up for my rear delt, which provides me with a lot of stability. And if you have a shoulder impingement or any kind of shoulder inflammation, shoulder pain, shoulder weakness, and you want to keep working out the shoulders, be sure to warm up the rear delts, okay? And just warm up in general. So here we go. All right. All right, so taking the 60s for a ride. Nice and easy. The back tight. Got the mirror there for some support. 2. Or you can see that right side trying to act up. You're stupid. We'll go for 15 on the first set. One more. Good squeeze. All right. We'll make do because we gotta be on stage in May. So, seated lateral raises. We're gonna kind of come underneath the legs and then out and up. I'm going for 12. 3 more. 10, 11, come on, 12. All right. And then to make this one up, or the name for it, the posted lateral raise. So we're going for the right. I'm going to go left foot planted, right foot over. Cancel 12 minutes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gotta dig. 10, 11, 12. Get down. All right. See, lateral, anterior, posterior, 3D effect. Just gotta get that posing, but that's all plant-based, baby. All right. So this next exercise is the hammer press for your shoulders. Don't particularly like it, but I do feel like it gives a good pump and it targets well your lateral deltoid. The only problem is that it's tricky to get your positioning right. Like you kind of have to flare your elbows while you press out. And it's really important that you do use a bodybuilding style press, meaning we don't come all the way down and we don't lock out. We try to keep that tension. Otherwise, it feels like I don't get a pump. But that's for me personally, but I would advise keeping the elbows flared, okay? So we're actually gonna do it facing into the bench and then facing away. Okay, don't hit your head on here either. I've done that a couple times. Now, this is where it gets really awkward, and it can put a lot of strain on your wrists, so be careful of that. So flare your elbows, tuck your scapula, your shoulder blades back, and then push up, flare your elbows. Now, not a full rep, I mean a full range of motion, that is. 7, your elbows flared. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. That was a good one. That burned.
Okay.
All right. So the shoulder workout is complete. Now we're going to perform an exercise that's going to improve our thoracic extension mobility. So we're going to improve mobility in the thoracic region of your spine. We're going to get our grip about so on our PVC pipe here. Thumbs on the bottom, thumbs out. Drive the elbows in, and then place your elbows on the foam pad. You don't need a foam pad, but I like it because as you can see, I'm sticky, so my elbows won't slide up. If I was here on just the counter, they would slide. This is beneficial. So we're gonna open up the angle at the elbow, drop our head through. Okay. Now once you're relaxed down with your head between your shoulders, then you curl your arms slowly back towards your, well, where your head would be. And once you've reached your sticking point, just take 5 deep breaths. All right. Oh my Lord. So, as someone who has a bit of a shoulder impingement going on, stretching out my lats and other, it's probably stretch out other parts of your rotator cuff too, but the muscles that are attached to your scapula, that provides me with a significant amount of relief for this area at my AC, and that's my acromioclavicular joint, where according to the orthopedic surgeon, I have some kind of condition going on, osteolysis,
That's thinning of the bone. That's not a definite diagnosis, but either way, I found that between doing this stretch and my massage therapy, I have an appointment this afternoon actually, I find that that has been pushing my recovery much faster than just basic stretching alone and foam rolling. But really the massage therapy, that deep tissue work combined with this particular stretch, I'm feeling a lot better. For example, when I was just only like maybe 4 weeks ago, like a month ago, I was having a hard time putting one plate onto the hammer press for your chest, and that was causing me pain. Now I'm back up to, you know, over 3 plates for reps, and most of the time with no pain. I will admit to this, I do get a little bit of inflammation and swelling post-workout, like maybe the next morning, but still, doing this stretch has helped me further myself in my rehab experience, and I'm pretty confident that either through just the massage therapy and this stretching, or with the addition of I'm going to get a cortisone shot on December 10th. We'll see how that works, and I think between the combination of all of these methods and then adding in more yoga, I should be well on my way to being fully recovered in my shoulder joint, at least hopefully before I even step on stage, but definitely in time for summer, when the goal is to not abandon bodybuilding, but rather bring back in just heavier training, because I love to train heavy. I won't be starting back with powerlifting, but my goal is to resume heavy training in June of 2020, hopefully. So stay tuned for all the progress. And again, if you guys are struggling with your own injuries, leave comments, leave questions, and I can promise you this, you know, I have a science degree. If you leave me comments and questions and you want an answer, I will do my best to research and get you the best scientifically backed answer or solution to your personal problem or condition. So take care, and this is Borne out.